This guy's name is Mohammed Rafiq Naji. Did I pronounce that correctly? Got no idea, but I'm pretty sure I've got the Mohammed part right. He is a 37-year-old, and according to reports, this guy is what we call a migrant. I don't like to call them migrants. I like to call them more accurately Islamic insurgents, but it sounds better to the left if we call them migrants because it sounds so benign and innocent. They're just, well, we're a nation of immigrants, and they're just like us. Actually, Muslims are not like us. They're just not. You know, there have been nearly over 29,700 terrorist attacks committed by Muslims since 9/11/2001. We don't do that stuff. They do. We're not a nation of terrorists. Okay, this comes to us from the NewYorkPost.com, and here's why we bring this guy's name up. He was arrested, according to this article, charged with traveling to Turkey and Yemen between March and September of last year in an effort to join ISIS. He was busted for plotting a Nice-like attack on Times Square. Do you remember that attack where one of these lunatics, members of the Religion of Peace, got into a big old truck and drove the truck through, a marketplace during some kind of a festival or whatever, and killed a lot of people? And not long after that, there was a magazine article published by Muslims that not only encouraged people to do the same throughout the world, but told them how to do it. Maybe this guy read that magazine. Here's what I'm thinking. And hopefully you think what I'm thinking, and that is that you cannot vet an ideology. The only way to stop this is not wait till they get here and hope you can catch them before they blow something up, because sometimes you don't catch them. Think Boston Marathon. Think the second-generation Muslim who killed 49 people in an Orlando nightclub. And then the guy's dad showed up behind Hillary Clinton at a rally. Think of the lunatic that shot up the Christmas party in San Bernardino, California. And there are dozens of similar attacks. Folks, you cannot vet an ideology. The only thing you can do is keep these people out, totally, completely. Once they get here, you can't scan their brains when they come through customs and come through security at the airport and say, oh, look, this guy's a lunatic. This guy's a Muslim. He's going to blow up somebody. You can't do that. The only way you can prevent this is say, you know, these people are coming from Muslim countries. Maybe that's an indicator. Okay, here's what the story says. A Brooklyn man, the guy is from a Muslim country. Why do we have to call him a Brooklyn man? Oh, I know. We need to normalize them. In our minds, we need to think they are migrants. We are a nation of immigrants. They are just like us. He lives in Brooklyn just like us. He's an American. He's not like us. It's called fake news. A Brooklyn man has been busted for plotting a Nice-like attack on Times Square. I just read that one. Once again, his name is Mohammed something, age 37. He was caught on wiretapped recordings talking days after the trucks and guns attack in France, discussing carrying out a similar strike in Times Square. All right, this is the one who got caught. How many others have been caught that we don't know about? And how many more in the future are not going to get caught but are going to cause a lot of damage? Okay, here's what he allegedly told a confidential source on July 19th. This is a quote. I was saying if there was a truck, I mean a garbage truck, and one drives it there to Times Square and crushes them. How do you pronounce SH Times Square Day? You know what happened? I think he farted and they picked it up on the recording, and that's just how it came out. So it would say one drives it there to Times Square and crushes them. Then he farts Times Square Day. Maybe I misinterpreted that. They want an operation in Times Square. Reconnaissance group already put out a scene. The Islamic State already put up scenes of Times Square. You understand, I said that was an indication for whoever is smart to know. So I assume that's the bad guy who made that quote. The paper really doesn't say, so therefore you're left to assume that's who was saying that. So he traveled overseas several times, but expressed problems crossing into ISIS-controlled areas in Yemen. So apparently he went over there for the express purpose of getting training. It's very hard to get in. I'm on my 5 try. It's difficult. Mad Popo military. This is an email that he sent to his girlfriend. It's difficult, mad Popo military. What does Popo military mean? No idea. Apparently it's something that Muslims say. And PPL, I think that's people, are very scared. It says that Naji also hit his lover up several times for cash to fund his terrorist endeavors. He wrote this to his girlfriend. These people are sick. I mean, they're just flat out sick. Again, I say this all the time, but we demonize the Ku Klux Klan that for all practical purposes does not exist. We are terrified of the Klan coming to get us. That's called Klanophobia. However, we are supposed to think it's silly to be afraid of Islamic terrorism when they have committed over 29,700 documented terrorist attacks since 9/11. Not to mention 9/11 itself. And we're not supposed to be worried? All right, his email said this, this is April 4, 2015. Honey, isn't that sweet? He calls his slave bride a honey. One last favor, $2 grand for plane ticket to get back. I promise I'll pay you back when I get there, if I'm not dead. He didn't say if I'm not dead, I'm just annotating. It's hard then, thought him sick, tried, tired, hiding in mountains for 3 weeks. It's very hard. Voila. He added using the Arabic expression for I promise my God. Is that what Wallah means? I promise my God? I guess. But anyhow, the point of all that is this. This stuff is going on behind the scenes all the time. Right this very minute, while you are listening to me on YouTube, this crap's going on. There are people out there sending emails back and forth, Muslims pretending that, not pretending, but trying to launch terrorist attacks. And we're worried about the Ku Klux Klan and neo-Nazis. But the real terrorists, the people who are actually doing the damage, we are led to feel guilty about even questioning them. If we express any concern at all, starting to lose my voice, if we express any concern at all, we're called xenophobes and Islamophobes. Folks, that is absolutely positively backwards. I'm telling you, the Klan isn't going to do anything. There just isn't enough of them. But there are 1.4 billion Muslims. And if 1% of 1.4 billion are like this guy, that, I don't know what the math is. I can't do it in my head, but it's a bunch. It's an astronomical number of goofballs out there. And keep this in mind, they have been doing this for 1,400 years. Do you think bringing them into our country or into Western Europe or into Australia or into Canada by the hundreds of thousands is going to change anything? It's not, because, again, they're bringing their culture with them. They're bringing their religion with them. This is the world's largest, oldest, and deadliest hate group. There is no other hate group on earth that can even begin to compare to the damage that these people have done in the last 16 years. Nobody even begins to compare. Yet if we express any worry about it, they call us xenophobes. They call us Islamophobes. Absolutely insane. I'll leave the link in the description section below so you can read the whole thing. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll see a little red button in the right-hand corner of your screen. It says subscribe, so click on that. You can be one of the thousands of people who have already subscribed to our channel. Leave a comment. We'd like to know what you have to say about this. You may have some inputs that even I didn't think of. And give us a thumbs up, comment, and don't forget to share on social media. Once again, there's that button below the video for you to do that.
Click the red button to subscribe.